Imagine if building strength could unlock so much more confidence, energy, and completely new outlook on life. So, today I want to talk about my client, Michael. He actually looks quite slim, as you can see. And he's been working out for quite some time. He's a bit older than me, around 39, I believe. And he's been hitting the gym pretty hard. But again, he wants some more direction. He wants to really up his game a little bit. And unfortunately, he does have a little bit of extra fat in the abdominal area. So that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. So in this video, I'll show you how transforming your body isn't just about fitness. It's about creating a life you're proud of. So if you're ready to discover the tools and mindset that will help you unlock your full potential, you're in the right place. Let's go ahead and get started. So today, my client came in on a Saturday morning, which I'm absolutely proud. I think we worked out around, I think it was 11:30. I believe working out on a Saturday morning is probably by far the most important day to work out on, right? Because everybody's sleeping and you're working out with your coach. That's fucking badass. So he came in today and he's like, man, I felt like I plateaued. I want to work out with you and see where are some areas of improvement I can do. I was like, all right, man, then let me go ahead and walk you through a typical push workout that I do. So immediately, we're going to do some warm up. And again, we're going to do dead hangs, something I've mentioned many times. And again, he didn't really know how to do dead hangs. I was like, dude, well, I've talked about this a while ago. So here I am instructing him how to do dead hangs. And again, showing him the movement and how to really, there you go, how to stretch out the shoulder area, especially when you decompress the spine. And here I have this little pull up thingy majiggy, I don't know what it's called, to really help you rotate your arms when you are dead hanging. And that way you can target different parts of your spine and different parts of your shoulder, especially with shoulder mobility. And again, if you use too much computer, this is a great way to really stretch out that neck, get that strained. And then, of course, he's a bit more advanced. So we did some knee raises along with your dead hang, all in one single movement. Again, the most bang for your buck in terms of any type of warm up, especially upper body and spine. And then, of course, afterwards, you can do some leg warm up, leg stretches afterwards. But to start, I always like to start with dead hang number one. And then when my feet is on the floor, I would do some leg stretches to continue. All right. And here we go. We're talking about documentation and tracking. So I was like, all right, pull up your phone. Let me see what you have been doing. And to my surprise, he's been sticking with his program, but he hasn't made much changes to it. Okay. And one of the things about working out is you constantly want to improve, right? So if you look at my own workout, if you see the red right here, these are all the subtle improvements I've made. And then maybe next month, what I would do is erase the whole thing, keep it all, but I use it all in blue. And when I make minor adjustments or minor improvements, I use red. That way I can track myself improving every maybe 2 months or 3 months. But definitely you have to track properly. And most of all, maybe not on your phone because it is absolutely easy to get distracted. You know that. So that's why writing it down and printing it out, going the old school way, might just be the secret. Okay, yeah. So we're going to start with some bench and warm up with the bar. And let's continue, keep warming up. We're feeling it. And what's nice about that is I can spot him. So we're still going light right here. We're not really doing much. Maybe 8, 10 sets of 50, 10 sets of 60 kilos. And obviously, I'm going to do a bit more. But yeah, it was really nice to work out. And again, I think one of the things was he was like, "Oh my God, you're doing a lot more than what I normally would have imagined." I was like, "Yeah." And then we're not going to rest as much either. And then for our last set, our fourth set, we did a double drop set. So basically, that fourth set is actually two sets, in which it was, I believe it was 60 kilos for 6 reps. And then we take the plates off, 50 kilos for 8 reps as your last set, and then no rest. So that's a much more advanced movement, because I've been working with Michael for quite some time. So he knows what we're talking about here. All right, let's continue. And here I am. I'm kind of adjusting the bar, as you can see. And truth be told, this is a new bench. If you looked at my older videos, I had a really, really shitty bench from Shopee. It was absolutely flimsy and really hard to push, really hard to put your strength and trust the bench. You always feel like the bench is going to break. As I progress into my online fitness journey, I realized, man, I got to up my equipment. I think of it as an investment. This bench was from Mass Fit, and I think it was about 150 USD when I bought it, and it's used. And a brand new one would have been about, I think, 200 or 250. So I'm really happy with this. So I'm also testing it out and really feeling how this new bench works. So making adjustments. So you can see that's why I moved it around. I've been moving things. Okay. And here we are doing some incline bench. Yeah, and again, the shirt's coming off. I'm feeling good. Yeah, excuse the bad acne in the back. All right. And we're continuing. Yeah. And as I help him, we can help each other. We're pushing each other furthermore. And I'm like, hey, man, since you're here, you can spot me. I'm going to go a little bit heavier. Hey, even as a coach, I can still get something good out of it, especially when I work out with my client. That's what they enjoy the most. Hey, I'm going to go much more. I'm going to push myself in front of you. So it makes you want to go harder. So here we are spotting him, and I'm also doing it. Now we are spotting each other. Not really giving him too much help, but just maybe it's always like the last 2 reps is when he really needs help. And that's when a spotter or a coach or a friend is needed the most, is the last 2 reps when you are just gone. You got nothing left. That's when you need somebody to help you the most. Because if you're always by yourself, which he has been working out a lot by himself, you plateau and you really feel lost. You're like, well, I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it. Well, come work out with me one time, get a few sessions in, and we're gonna readjust that mindset into something a lot more, a lot different and more challenging that is safe. And the third one, yes, now we're moving on to our dips, which is one of my favorite push exercises, because when you can do a dip properly, it shows that your body weight is within your control, which is the most important thing, right? Any type of body weight like push up, pull up, and dips, those are the most important thing. I believe those are the fundamentals instead of bench and using the exercise equipment. Using your own body weight is probably the best way to exercise. So I like to incorporate body weight along with exercise equipment because, well, number one, I don't have that many exercise equipment. And number two, when you go to the gym, it's not always the equipment is available when you want it, and you have to wait and you have to come up with different things. So here's what I say. If you go to the gym and everybody's on the bench, well, come on, give me some dips, give me some advanced push-ups to still get the blood flow, and just say, hey, fuck it, I don't want to wait for it, because I know not everybody has time. You're busy, you don't want to wait, you want to finish in 1 hour, but you don't want to wait for a bench for 10 minutes and keep coming and asking. It's not a good feeling to have. So here we are. We're doing dips. We're doing, excuse me, we're doing 12 dips. And when we finish, we hold for 10 knee raises. Again, most people are not accustomed to my dip bar because it is not stable, which is important because that way you have to hold on to your body even more than you normally would. So you have to stabilize your body more, and you cannot just cheat because you have a very stable dip bar, say at a gym or at a park. Yeah, and here I am stabilizing it for him. We're feeling it. I'm feeling it. We're having a good time. Yeah, and here I am. I believe that's the third set or the fourth set. He's really feeling more fatigue, and the bar is sort of shaking. So my job, I'm gonna hold on to it for him and make sure that he can complete. And I think he was just going for six dips and then 10 knee raises. All right. And then more advanced version. When I do the knee raises, I'm really trying to get up to my chest. You don't have to touch chest, but at least go all the way up close to your chest. Yep, I'm feeling it. We're resting. He's resting. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Talking shit. My favorite. He's doing dips. I help him. Yeah, he's looking good. Look at that body. It's coming through. But again, if he can improve his diet, that abdominal fat will go away quickly. Okay, and now we are more dips. Yeah, so we actually did a lot of dips. We did 5 sets of 12 dips and with 10 reps of knee raises as finishers. It's a bit complicated, but again, it's more advanced. But luckily, he's working out with me, so I can make sure that he does it. Not all of it, but at least he can do some advanced movements and really wake up the muscles that has been sleeping, or just challenge it. Yeah, okay. And then when we finish, again, we're gonna do some tricep extensions with some lat pull downs superset. Okay, yeah, doing the lat pull downs with tricep extensions, and again, want to keep the back flat. And he's got a good form, and I think I'm actually okay. So let's go back a little bit more. Yeah, this one was a bit fast. He's got great form. I believe he could go a little bit lower, but that's fine. Again, with the nice thing about resistant band is that when you go down, as long as you're feeling it, your form, honestly, it could be a bit off, but as long as you're feeling the tightness and the pain, it's not that big of a deal. And again, we've been working out. He's been working out for a really long time, so I'm not going to correct his form on this one because it's not that big of a deal. His form looks good to me. And when we finish, again, as a finisher, we just do some shoulder raises. And that works for me because, again, I want to get my shoulders a little bit bigger. So I use shoulder raises as my last movement. And I'm not doing anything too complicated. I believe I was doing 20 reps, 7.5 kilos for 4 sets. Nothing serious, nothing crazy, because by that time we're already finished, right? There's no more gas in the tank. So we're just doing the last push, doing a bit of shoulder raises, because, hey, shoulder, everybody loves good looking shoulders. And I believe that was it. Yeah, more. And a bit more. Having a good time. He's really feeling it. Oh, look at that face. He's definitely enjoying the good times. Last two, a little bit help, no problem. Great smiling. We're all smiling. That's what working out is all about. Especially working out with a friend, working out with a coach. It's fun. It should be fun. I think a lot of people don't have that outlet, for a camaraderie, to hang out with the boys. And I think working out is one of the best ways to hang out with the boys. And I think that was my last set. You saw my face earlier. I was feeling it. Yep, stretch a little bit. And here I am just kind of talking him through some other things about, hey, man, you got to up your game on this particular area. And we got to keep in track. We got to keep track. Yep. And his last rep. Down we go. Do the bro hug. And I believe, yep. And again, obligatory photo towards the end. And that concludes our workout session. So, in conclusion, I believe the most important thing is to get help, to really work out with other people. Don't just work out by yourself for a really long time, because that becomes your comfort zone. And it's fine to be your comfort zone and just work out for the sake of working out and just maintaining your body. Maintaining your body is completely fine, but I would say always try to progress a little bit more than you believe you can. So that's why having a coach to see what you're doing, working out with somebody who's much further along the journey than you are, is a great way. Now, I've been fortunate enough that when I was young, I had some very nice mentors. I actually had two or three mentors, like these big white guys that wanted to train me. So I was really lucky in that sense that there are people that want to work out with me and train me for free. That's why when my clients want to work out with me, I said, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it together. And I can show you how I push myself. Just because I'm not an IFBB pro. I don't do steroids. I am an absolute natural. But I want to show them that, yeah, I'm a bit further down the journey than you are. And I think if we work out together, I can definitely push you and we can have a great time. If that's what you want, well, come on in. Let's get in a few sessions. So to conclude finally, I hope this video was helpful. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other.